Hello, so this weekend I've been in Amsterdam for VidCon Europe, and so I thought I'd make a video on how I experienced the whole thing. Spoiler alert, it could be summed up with meh. I mean, it's totally my fault. I made a mistake and I didn't manage my expectations. So yeah, here's the thing, I've been to YouTube conventions. I've been twice to Summer in the City. That's right, I'm at Summer in the City. And I must say that VidCon Europe was very different. Mainly, I just expected there to be a lot more stuff going on.
It's not as big as I thought it would be, and it's not as exciting as I thought it would be.
I expected there to be a lot more booths. I expected there to be more stands with stuff. There wasn't even a YouTube stand.
I mean, I'm not seeing anything, but I have sunglasses.
And I also expected there to be a lot more people walking around, but it was rather empty. At Summer in the City there were a lot more performances as well. They had open mic rooms where anybody could perform something. It was just more interaction.
Are you sisters? I refuse to grow up.
At VidCon there were only two real stages, the auditorium and the main hall, but that was it really for the community track.
But apparently that's the stage for the, younger.
If I knew that there wasn't a lot of stuff going on, I could have volunteered. Because all the volunteers were busy most of the time because they were able to work. I didn't want to volunteer though because I thought I might be missing out on other stuff. Also, I'm not going to VidCon just to work. Yeah, so that's why I didn't volunteer. I did participate in the meet and greet lottery where I had to select the top 10 creators that I want to meet. I only really wanted to meet Hank Green. Most of the others I didn't even know. I met John Green at the book signing in Munich once.
Thank you, it's very nice to meet you.
So Hank is the missing brother. And I was actually pretty happy when the results came. Because they said I can meet Hank Green, Charlie McDonnell and Hannah Witten. The first thing you need to do when going to VidCon is to register and to get your pass. At the registration the girl told me I need to write my name in that area. So I wrote my name in that area. But then later I realized that most of the people wrote their YouTube name in there. And if we're honest, my YouTube name is a lot cooler than my real name. So I was getting annoyed that I had my real name on there. That was just a communication fail. I hate that. I hate that.
Alright, I got my pass.
I did that on the Friday because I wanted to avoid queues. But then on the Saturday, when I was actually at the event, there was a massive queue, not for the registration, but for getting the wristbands for the meet and greets. I mean, I'm complaining that there were not a lot of people there, but in that queue there were a lot of people there. Because everybody needed to get their wristbands and everybody had like 3 or 4 of these to get around and they had to... It was just logistically a lot of work for them, for the poor volunteers who had to get them on. So there was just a huge queue.
No, I don't want a queue. No, I refuse.
And after you got the wristbands, you were able to go in the meet and greet area, but then you had to queue again until you actually got to see the person you came to see. So there was like, I mean, we had those wristbands. Only the people with the wristbands can meet their creator. So why do they still need to queue for 2 hours? I mean, I get it. This lottery is to ensure that the people who want to meet that person, and if they queue, that they actually get to meet that person and that they don't queue and then are told, oh no, you're too late, sorry. But still, I think that system could be improved a lot, either by having certain time slots, like smaller time slots, or by having a number system, like in a post office. Your number 110. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of queuing. On the other hand, there wasn't that much going on, so queuing is not that bad. The first person I queued for was Charlie McDonnell, and because I avoided getting into that queue until the last moment, I was last in the queue. So I had to wait for 2 hours just to talk to him for about 20 seconds.
I'm the last one, hi.
And it was a kind of pointless interaction. And I didn't even bring the book for him to sign. Because it's already signed. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it in the first place. I'm just a sucker for signed books. And I had to get a second one as well. Just because they're signed, okay? So since the community track was unexpectedly boring, I decided that I could try and get an upgrade to the creators track. Because the creators have more stuff happening. They have more panels and workshops and stuff. Then I went there, asked if I can upgrade. And then she told me that I can't upgrade anymore because I've already been to a meet and greet. So basically she was saying that because I did something that I did not enjoy, I now cannot do the thing that I... What? So that was a bit annoying. But okay, I guess I get their argument that the people in the creator track are not eligible for the meet and greets. So it would be unfair if I go to a meet and greet and then join the creators. Okay, fair point. I think I got it. Now you might ask, why did I not get the creator ticket in the first place, since I'm a creator? So that would be the obvious thing to do, you idiot. Well, so I thought the only difference between the creator track and the community track is those workshops that the creators have. And I was not particularly interested in that. I wasn't interested in improving my videos really. I mainly wanted to go to VidCon to meet other people. There was one little problem with that strategy though. Because the people I wanted to meet were not where I had access to. They were in the creators launch. And I was stuck with the people who just came there to see their favorite YouTubers, which is not really what I was there for. And they're not it's So yeah, that was a big mistake to not get a creator ticket. I went there again on the next day, thinking that okay, now the first day is just done. Maybe I can negotiate for the second day. I mean, in my head it made sense. The first day was over. Yes, the creators did not get to do the meet and greets, but also I didn't get to do what the creators were able to do. So I thought, since the community ticket is less expensive than the creators ticket, I can still upgrade just for the second day. But still, no, she didn't want that to happen.
She was super bitchy about it.
So I asked if I can buy a creator ticket. And I mean, since it was already the second day, I was hoping that I can get a little bit of a discount. I mean, I didn't want to spend 175 euros for that day, especially since I already have the community ticket, and I decided that my budget for the creator ticket is 100 euros. I mean, I was almost pushing my money to them. VidCon is a business, isn't it? I thought that if I put some money their way, they would, you know, come in my direction, but no, not at all. They really did not want my money. So I had to stay in the community track, which meant a lot of queuing again. But then I got to meet Hank Green. And he also signed this. I mean, it was nice meeting him, but still I felt a bit bad afterwards. I mean, he had to meet a lot of people, and I just don't think that meeting all those people is something he really enjoys to do. So I just added to him feeling like he has to do something that he doesn't really enjoy that much. This feeling mainly came from the last 3 seconds of our interaction, where in his face I read that he really wanted to get rid of me, and that's not a nice feeling. I mean, it's totally understandable. I took like 40 seconds of his time and there were lots of people still queuing. So I really didn't feel that good about it, especially because the interaction didn't give me that much. I mean, Hank Green is an idol of me, yes, but I'm not that much of a fangirl that I really need this. I met people who were afterwards all like, oh, I met Hank Green, it was so good. Whereas I was just like, yeah, he's just a regular guy. I mean, yeah, he's a bit popular on YouTube, but still. I mean, I really understand those feelings. At Sitsi I really had those feelings as well.
You know, you're the first one I watched on YouTube. It's because of you that I started making videos.
But well, it's something that I can cross off my bucket list, because yes, it was on my bucket list. Not that I really have a bucket list, but if I had one it would have been on there. Later that day I could have met Hannah Witten, but I decided not to for precisely those reasons. I don't want to take her time and I'm not that big of a fan of her. Besides, I have already met her at Summer in the City.
Oh, really? Oh, that's amazing!
And that interaction was a lot more fun. The best parts in the community tracks were definitely the evening performances, where there were lots of creators always doing something, but also it was not as nice as the party at Sitsi. that was really more concert-like, whereas at VidCon we basically just watched a few videos, which, you know, I mean, it's okay, but if you have a stage, why do you make us watch a video? Do something live, please. The best thing of the first day was definitely that one keyboard girl that I don't remember the name of.
Go hide your lies, go hide your lies.
Because I watched her stuff on YouTube, so it was kinda, yeah, oh wow, she's here, cool. And Savannah, also a girl I met at Sitsi, did poetry.
Tell them that you couldn't care less.
But yeah, I hope that Hank would, you know, get his guitar out again, but no, he just talked a bit. But going through my footage of Summer in the City, I already saw Hank Green live. See, if I didn't have video of that, I wouldn't have even remembered. But one of the best things for me was when Michael Aranda came out to us and we just had a casual conversation about vlogging and about nerd fighters. There was really a nice atmosphere, just a few people talking. It was cool, so thanks Michael for doing that with us, even though we're not in the creator track. But yes, in retrospect, the creator track would definitely have been worth it. Every one of the people I asked who had a purple badge, everybody said that the ticket was totally worth it. And I also met 3 other people who wanted to upgrade from community to creator because community is just not interesting enough. The weekend in total cost me 800 euros, so those 50 euros difference really don't make that much of a difference in the total price anymore. The ticket was the first thing I got, so I thought, oh, I can save some money here. But then if you know, have to pay hotels, it's suddenly a whole different price range, and then you don't really care that much about those 50 euros anymore. So really... But I couldn't know that the community is really that boring. I mean, yeah, I could have seen it coming, but yeah. It's just not as big as VidCon in Anaheim. If I ever go to VidCon again, I will definitely get a creator, like definitely, and I would recommend the same to you. I even spoke to a few people who do not make YouTube videos. They also wanted to upgrade to the creator ticket, simply because the community was just so boring. I'm not saying all of the things were boring. There were a few really great panels, like on mental health and on the LGBT stuff, and the Vlogbrothers Q&A, and also the YouTube duos with Red and Link. I really enjoyed that one. My highlight though was this moment.
Good morning, Hank, it's Sunday!
So yeah, in conclusion, VidCon Europe was good, but I just happened to be in the wrong track. But even though I didn't meet as many people as I hoped I would, I did meet a lot of great people. Some of them even live in that area around me, so I'll make sure that I keep in touch with them and possibly do some collabs. So thanks if you spoke to me at VidCon, took one of my business cards. Thanks for coming over to my channel, thanks for subscribing, thanks for commenting. And all the people who were already here, you know, as always, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in my next videos.
Make your backup!